Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. Alright, so I had someone ask me to do a comparison of level 50 versus level 40. With the Hoenn celebration event going on right now, I think it was really interesting just to see just how a level 50 Medicham pairs up against a level 40 Medicham. So with that event going on right now, you probably have a bunch of meta tag going around, and you probably see a lot of people on social media, or if you played Go Battle League already, that have level 50 Medicham. So level 50 Medicham is actually a beast, and it's incredibly powerful. And Medicham has been one of the most powerful counter users for the longest time, and with level 50, it actually becomes the most powerful counter user in all of Great League. As you see here, the reason why Medicham is so good is because it has an incredibly powerful stat pool. Decent attack, and high defense, and high stamina. Not only that, with its fighting and psychic typing, you actually resist fighting. It's a fighter that resists other fighters. And with the psychic typing, with the psychic and the fighting typing, you also have neutral damage against fighting types. So you basically have coverage against, psychic and fighting types. Along with that, it has a very powerful moveset. Now, it is weak to fairy, flying, and ghost, so you still have to avoid those. However, generally, with the weather ball meta going on right now, you don't see too many fairy, flying, and ghost types flying around. You'll probably still see things like Driplim, etc. However, with the current day meta, Medicham overall is still the most powerful fighter in the game, and actually the most powerful Pokemon in Great League, but we'll get to that. As you see, it has incredibly powerful moveset. It sports counter. You can even use Psycho Cut. But with counter, Power Up Punch, Ice Punch, and Psychic, it has a very diverse move pool, and with Ice Punch, you can actually cover flyers. This is the only Mon that has something like Ice Punch a fighter that has something like Ice Punch that basically can cover its biggest resistance / weakness. So that's why Medicham is so powerful. Bulky stats, great coverage, and just overall a great dual typing makes it the most powerful Pokemon in Great League as a level 50. Lo and behold, here's the PPoke.com rankings, and like I mentioned, Medicham overall is the most powerful Pokemon in Great League now, as an XL. If you see the comparisons between the XL versus the regular one, as you see, it jumps a whole 27 ranks. That's a lot of ranks. With an XL Medicham, you can actually beat a Azumarill. Yes, in the one shield, you can actually take a Azumarill. You take a whole bunch of matchups. Now, you do lose against Flyers, you do lose against Alola Marowak, Deoxys defense, etc. because they resist your counters. However, generally, if a fighter overtakes the #1 spot, it's because it has Ice Punch. With the Ice Punch coverage, you can still take out Altaria, and you can still take out a lot of these other Mons at certain ranges if you're able to land an Ice Punch at a certain range. So, very powerful across the board. The most powerful lead in Great League overall right now, definitely most powerful lead. And as you see, it's just jumps super high compared to its level 40 or 41 cousin. As a closer, Medicham is the number 10 closer. As you see, I don't even need to hype it up. It's just strong in all positions. It's basically incredible. It's so powerful. And if you have a good level 51, I definitely consider building that. Or if you can grind for those XL candy, definitely go outside and start grinding for those XL candies. Alright, so here we have level 50 Medicham. As you see here, I have a level 51. Not going to do 51 because 51's literally like 415, 15. At a 0.5 breakpoint won't change much. We're just going to make it easy and simple because the comparison we're trying to make is 50 versus 40. I did put level 41 here because most people actually have level 41. So we'll just do level 50 versus 41 just to see at maximum power to see how the 50 and 40, what it actually flips. As always, please consider going to PvPoke.com. We have the Great League meta to the right. Put the 2 shield already, hit battle. And as you see here, with a level 50 Medicham, you can actually beat Altaria. Yes, and how do you beat Altaria in the 2 shield? You just straight Ice Punch it. A level 50 gives you so much bulk that you literally can just Ice Punch one of the most powerful flyers to death. And they have to shield. It's gonna do a lot of damage. They have to shield. As you see here, you have a stronger matchup against Azumarill. You beat Bastionon, Chestnut, let's see, Diggersby, Ferrothorn, basically anything you're supposed to beat. Level 50 flips the Meganium matchup, so you can beat Meganium in the 2 shield. I've seen quite a few Meganium in the lead, so you can see Meganium in 2 shield, and you just straight ice punch it to death. With level 50, grass types and flying types, you could just straight punch it to death. You beat Scrafty, Shiftery, Skarmory, Stunfisk, so basically very popular leads. You even beat the Mud Boys in as you see, you beat Swampert. You beat Umbreon, you beat a lot of dark types, you beat Toxicroak. Yes, you do. So Toxicroak normally resists your punches. You'll beat it with both variations, but as you see here, you literally just straight punch it to death. Punch, punch, punch. You literally can just go straight ice punch. You don't have to make it complicated. You don't like something, just straight ice punch it. So in the 2 shields, level 50 allows you to flip the Altaria, and it also allows you to flip the Meganium matchup, which are 2 relevant meta matchups. And it gives you stronger ratings against everything else, which is really, really good. And here's another thing. With your level 50, you could actually, well, you could do this with the regular one too, but like level 50 Medicham will allow you to basically simultaneously knock out Atropius. If you sneak an extra counter, you could probably get more damage here, but Razor Leaf just does a lot of damage as well, so that's another plus. So we did the 2 shield, here's the 1 shield, that's 2 meta matchups. In the 1 shield, this is where it gets interesting. In the 1 shield, you can actually beat Azumarill with a level 50. Wait, what? Yep. As long as you can land a Psychic, watch what happens. You bait, you Psychic. If you can land a Psychic, you basically KO. So 2 Psychics will KO an Azumarill. So it gives you an out against Azumarill. If you can land a Psychic, you have to land 2, but if you land 2, you can just go straight Ice Punch. So as long as you can land or take it out, like you could take out. Being able to beat Azu in the 1s is pretty ridiculous. As we go down, let's see. You're able to beat Azumarill in the 1 shield. You're also able to beat Toxicroak in the 1 shield. So Azumarill, Toxicroak in the 1 shield. As you see here, Psychic literally obliterates it. It literally gets deleted. It's overkill. Absolute overkill. As you see here, you can survive the Mud Bombs, and then it's just absolute overkill for Toxicroak. You'll use Psychic. 90% they probably will shield their Psychic, so just be careful. But at the same time, if you really wanted to, you could still go straight. Watch, you could probably go straight Psychic. As you see here, let's just go this, go out, none, and then boom. You can literally just go straight Psychic. So if they throw a Toxic into you, straight Psychic it to death, and it just wipes it out. That's how much bulk it gives you. So in the 1 shield, you pick up Azu, you also pick up Toxicroak, which is pretty nuts. Again, 2 very meta-relevant mons, and they're definitely worth the pick. Also, for what you beat, as you see here, you get stronger matchups. So Diggersby is a plus 30, same thing with Dugong. Any other noticeable, like, big jumps? Probably Medicham itself. So level 50 Medicham will beat a level 50 Medicham will beat a level 41/40. As you see here, bink bink, you live with a hefty amount of HP. So like, if level 50 can beat level 40, will beat level 40, even though level 40 does win CMP, just because you have that extra bulk. So that extra bulk really does matter. Now we did the 1 shield, and now we're gonna do the zeros. So in the zeros, we get. Zeros is probably even more interesting. As you see, you're able to beat Azu in the zeros, which is Azu is one of the most powerful Metamons in the game, and you just double Psychic it to death. So 2 Psychics will take out an Azumarill. Now the level 41 versus the level 50, you do pick up the Ferrothorn matchup just because of the extra counter damage you do. But Ferrothorn isn't too popular, so I wouldn't worry about that. And as you see here, you actually also beat Swampert in the zeros. So in the closer, you pick up Azumarill, you also pick up Swampert, and you Psychic it, and then you just punch it down. So you beat Swampert, you also beat Wishcash. So you beat Swampert, Azumarill, and Wishcash. So you take out the Mud Boys in the closer. As you see here, you could go Psychic and just straight Ice Punch. It even survives a Blizzard. Blizzard literally only takes half of your HP. So it's just nuts at how powerful Medicham is at level 50 versus 40. You flip very relevant meta matchups. In the 1-0s, it's not too much of a difference because when you're in this scenario, you do pick up a few things. You can actually beat Manabuzz with the level 50 versus level 40. As you see here, level 40 does have that because it has 15 attack. Watch what happens. So 5 counter damage, 42 damage with Ice Punch. With a regular one, so this is a good thing to keep in mind. It's just a few matchups like Manabuzz, but still like taking more meta matchups versus there is a breakpoint. So there is a break/bulk point with the 15 attack, but it's okay. Mana Buzz isn't too popular. Again, not a super popular pick, and it's a very close matchup. So this is a close matchup. 494 is a very close matchup. You beat Mew in the closer. You beat Alolan Raichu in the closer. Alolan Raichu isn't super popular. However, Mew is definitely something you can look out for. As you see here, you literally just Psychic. You Psychic, and then you punch. Or you could even just straight... I believe you could just straight Ice Punch it to death. Oh no, you have to hit a Psychic. So you Psychic, so you hit a Psychic. So Ice Punch does 30. Oh, you have to hit a Psychic. So Psychic gets stabbed. So you get Psychic, and then you hit a Pup. Or not a Pup. You hit a Psychic and then Ice Punch. So you could beat Mew. You beat Mew. You beat Alolan Raichu. And that's pretty much it. The 1-0s, that's still two meta-relevant matchups. So Mew and Raichu. Raichu not so much, but still being able to beat something like that is very good. So 1-0 is not too much of a difference. However, it's still relevant. In the 2-0s, you pretty much beat a bunch of things except you beat everything but Charmers. So in the 2-0s, you beat everything but Charmers. With Shield Advantage, as you see here, let's see if we flip anything. With Shield Advantage, you could beat Shadow Hypno with the 15. You lose with the level 4. I mean the 40. You lose with the 50 just because of bulk. But in the 2-1s, it looks like you beat pretty much the same things except for Shadow Hypno, so just keep that in mind. So Shadow Hypno, not too much of a difference. And Shadow Hypno, I say, wouldn't be as popular as Azu or like other things anyway. So definitely Medicham still pits. Level 50 Medicham is still much more worth than level 40 Medicham. Alright, here's a few notes of what you flip and what you don't flip, but as you see, they're very meta relevant. With the current meta, you will see Megaims, you will see Toxicrooks, you will see Azus. The fact that you are able to flip the Azu matchup is insane, along with the Altaria matchup and the 2-shield straight Ice Punch. Because Altaria is actually a really popular lead. Because of this, Medicham is insanely powerful, and you definitely should have one in your team if you like having a fighter. Like, no other fighter is able to basically do that against Azu, unless it's an Obstagoon that's trying to gunk shot it to death. But generally, Obstagoon overall isn't a #1 pick for Great League, and Medicham actually takes the slot as the #1 Great League Pokemon overall, thanks to its XL form. As you see here, you don't see much of a too much difference, but it's very specific match they flip, but they are very relevant. If you have time to go after it right now, or go after a level 51, I definitely recommend you consider going after it, because as you see here, you beat 81% of the meta, only losing to basically Charmers and things that resist counter, which is really freaking good. You could even beat Grass Hole users, or like Shadow Victory Ball, etc., if you are able to land a Psychic on them. So you have outs, you have pressure and outs against Grass Hole users. You take out Bastiodon, it's just overall an incredibly powerful mon. And like I said, if you have time to go after it, you definitely should go after a level 50 Medicham. Level 50 will give you a huge advantage versus a level 40, especially some key matches like I mentioned, if you are able to get it. So if you have time, go out and grind, if you can safely, and go get that level 50 Medicham. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like doing these comparisons because I had that question, what's 50 versus 40? Get your 50, power up your 50. Don't use your candy for a level 40 more. If you don't have a level 40 Medicham, but you have a level 50, look for the level 50, ignore the level 40. If you're not going to use it anyways. There's no point for you to use your Stardust and your resources on a level 40 that's not as good as a level 50 when you can get a 50 in the future. So just go after the level 50. Good luck on your Go Battle League sets, and I will see you on the next video. Oh, I forgot to mention. Also, if you please hit the subscribe button or the like button, I would really appreciate that too. Anyways, again, good luck on your Go Battle League sets, and I'll see you in the next video.